Okay, we're back. So we left off looking at the kind of the region surrounding our tyrosine 113 here, and we just found the neighboring residues, and we were going to be thinning it down. So we're just kind of pruning away. So we've pruned away a couple from this chain. Let's just get rid of a few more. So isoleucine 115 will get rid of that so that we nicked that. Glycine 117, get rid of threonine 111. So I just click once in order to remove those. And now we've gotten rid of some of those, and maybe when we want to get rid of some of the amino acids up here, so we'll just move down to that next region and try to get an angle where we can tell what's going on. So 175 is, obviously shooting in the wrong direction. 182, totally wrong direction. And we can just kind of do this and pare it down to a point where we can eventually see stuff. And the other method is that we can just start to deselect stuff. So arginine 116, let's go back up here. So 116 and on, I'll just hold control and then unclick these. So I can click them individually, or I can just hold control and click and drag, and it will deselect all of them. And then when I update, it'll update. Whoops! It'll get rid of. Whoa! It'll get rid of them all. So I changed the color accidentally. Change that back to yellow. There we go. Ooh, that's the wrong yellow. There's the yellow we like. So that's another way of doing it. And you can just go through this process until you get what you want. And now I'm seeing that I changed, looks like I changed the backbone of both subunits to yellow by mistake. So I guess it's a good opportunity to show how to change that. So I'm just going to go to the end of my structure. Oh, or I guess I just got rid of all the blue. What did I do? Not quite sure. So I changed the ribbon of all of them to all of the selected residues to yellow. So actually I want to change that. So I'm just going to select those and change the color to blue. Is that the right blue? Yeah. And we're back to where we started. So I'm actually going to undo everything I just did. So I'm going to unselect, and then I'm just going to hold shift, and then I can show everything. But that's way too busy, so let's center our screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to hide everything now. And let's talk about another way to find interesting sites. So we've kind of taken this structural approach where we investigate the structure of the protein, just by swirling it around and taking a peek at, where the blue touches the yellow. And then we just looked at the amino acids in those regions and kind of looked at the local side chains. But if we have an idea of the shape of an active site we want to make, the other option is to actually look for specific side chains. So to do that, what I would do is go to select, go to group by kind, and we can go to, we'll say, how about tryptophan? And so it's now selected all the tryptophans. So if I look through here, they show up. There's one that's red. Here's another that's red somewhere. And then I'm just going to hit show, and then they're all going to pop up. So now all of the tryptophans in my amino acid are there. And we can look for tryptophans that are in interesting regions. So we have one right there that is hard to see what's going on, but it looks like it is touching a strand right there. And let's see, we have a couple more. So there's kind of an interesting one right here. Looks like something crazy is going on. So I don't know if I like any of these. Well, that 266 is kind of cool. So what we'll do is we'll say, okay, well, we like that 266. So there's a couple of ways to do that. We can go to our yellow strand, select our 266, and do the same method we did last time, which was select residues of, or neighbors of selected residue side chains. Another way of doing it, if you want to get a slightly cleaner type of active site, is you can just select the surrounding area and figure out what the chains that are close to it are. So how am I going to do this? Let's see here. Well, maybe it'd be easier if we just start off with that way. So what I'm going to do is go to select neighbors. We'll do 6 angstroms, hit OK, and then we're just going to show everything. So that simplifies it for us. And now we have kind of a map of what's close. So we have, let's see here, 260 to 273 in the yellow chain. Then we have another chain which is 175 to 182. And then we have a blue chain which is, you know, from 90 to 100 it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select, and I'm going to select the other guy, which is 175. That's going to be up here, so control select, and then I'm going to go down to the blue chain and take 90 to 102. So 90, where's 90? 90 to 102. It looks like this is kind of just there's some weird numbering going on here, so that happens occasionally. No biggie. And we're just gonna show those. So show. Oops, that's not disappearing. So now we have the region surrounding that tryptophan, which is right there. And this is, again, a lot busier than we want it to be, so we can start to pare it down using the same method as last time. So we'll go up to our 200s and we'll say, okay, we don't like 268, so that one is gone. 260, what is that, 264, gone. 261, gone. And then we slowly just start to pare this thing down until we have a very simple active site. So I'm actually going to cheat, and I'm going to just bracket this. So let's see, 270 to 263 looks like the core of that. So 263 to 270. And let's take a look at this yellow guy. I'm going to say that one is, I'm going to make a much more conservative active site guess. So that is one, what is that? Well, it's either 179 or 182 till I think 175. I can't decide to include. I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to go 179 to 175. So 175 to 179. And then I'm going to leave the blue as is, so we're going to update everything. And now we have a much simpler active site. I got rid of the blue by mistake, but oh well, we'll just, you know, we'll pretend that it's still there. And then we can start to get rid of the ones that are pointing away. So 268, that's a goner. So 268, gone. 264, gone. 265, gone. It looks like 269 is also pointing away. We just want to be playing with things that are pointing towards that tryptophan 266. And if it's pointing away, it's probably not interacting with it, which means it's not interesting, which means that if we randomize that amino acid, it won't give us anything interesting library-wise. That arginine 176, this guy looks like it might be doing something, so I'm going to leave it. 177, obviously not doing a darn thing, so gone. 178, gone. So now we've pared this guy down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amino acids. And what's this? Why is this still lit up? That shouldn't be there. Let's see. 265. Huh. Or 267 rather. There we go. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amino acids. And that, if we randomize those with NNKs, that could potentially give us an interesting library. So that is kind of the basic process. That's basically what I do when I'm doing this. And it's just takes a little bit of practice and getting used to finding different angles. I'd say that's half the battle, is just finding angles and just visualizing everything right. So let's select everything. Let's show the ribbon. We can zoom out a little bit. We can kind of see where that active site was located. So that would be right there. And I'm just going to get rid of all of those side chains. So that's pretty much all there is to it. So we'll just do one more quick run through. And I'm just gonna, let's see here, we'll select, so select by kind, how about serine? I don't know, this is something random. And we're gonna show, there's a couple serines. We'll pick, I don't know, I guess I was looking for something more centrally located. So I don't like serine actually, so serine's no good. Select by kind, how about leucine? Select, there's a leucine. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're going to take our leucine 177. That's strange, these other leucines aren't showing up. I wonder why. Ah, there we go. The side chains weren't turned on. So, and we'll turn on label too. So how about, what is the most interesting looking leucine here? How about leucine number 173 on the yellow ribbon? So we'll just go down to 173, which is right above us. So 173. We're going to select that, select neighbors of residues, side chains. We'll just make it big. How about 7? Hit OK, and we're just going to update everything. We can zoom in on it, and there's that 173. There's kind of the surrounding region, and from here we would just pare it down, and we can select the entire thing if we wanted to see it. And let's see, 112 it looks like. Whoops. Show that ribbon. Oh no. So I made the mistake of not holding down Control. So I'm gonna do Control, show that ribbon, and then we have 105s it looks like. I'm guessing that's on the other chain. Yep. So Control, select, hit ribbon, and now we have kind of the ribbon and the interesting side chains. So if you have any questions, if I've totally glossed over something, please let me know. Hopefully this helps when it comes to engineering proteins, and I'll see you soon.